Today I get some rounds with the GOAT. One of the GOATs. You know what I mean? Two GOATs. Iron sharpen iron.
Leaked footage of Terence "Bud" Crawford sparring the legend, Olympic gold medalist, two-division champion, and Hall of Famer Andre S.O.G. Ward.
What is there to talk about? You fighting the best fighter in the world. You better be taking it serious. You know, that goes to show, you know, how serious he's taking me and how much he respects me.
The world is talking about it. Terence Crawford's secret training for Canelo Alvarez has just leaked, and fans believe this could change boxing forever. From elite sparring partners to shocking strategies, what you're about to see might prove Crawford is the one man who can finally break Canelo's dominance. Stay locked in, because this story is bigger than boxing. Leaked sparring and training footage of Terence Crawford ahead of his fight with Canelo Alvarez has gone viral in the boxing community. The clips highlight Crawford's sharp footwork, fast combinations, and non-stop pace in the gym, proving he's locked in for this massive showdown.
What's up?
Reports reveal that Crawford is sparring with former champion Andre Ward as part of his camp. This move shocked fans because Ward's technical skills and ring IQ are among the best in boxing history. Training with Ward not only improves Crawford's timing and strategy, but it also shows how seriously he's preparing for Canelo's power and experience.
Leaked footage of Terence "Bud" Crawford sparring the legend, Olympic gold medalist, two-division champion, and Hall of Famer Andre S.O.G. Ward. And people are speculating Andre Ward is helping Terence Crawford prepare for his upcoming showdown in September against Saul Canelo Alvarez, but that's just simply not the truth. The truth of the matter is that this sparring is old. This is not up-to-date sparring for Terence "Bud" Crawford. This is old sparring. But nonetheless, Terence Crawford has people like Andre Ward that can help him prepare for Canelo Alvarez and are willing to do so. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know what y'all think. Who wins this fight?
Sports media voice Simon Jordan made headlines by calling Crawford the kryptonite to Canelo. He believes Crawford has the perfect mix of speed, adaptability, and fight intelligence to break down Canelo's style. Crawford's ability to adjust mid-fight and punish mistakes could be the exact weapon needed against Canelo, who thrives on controlling pace. Jordan's statement has sparked huge debate and hype around the matchup.
I went straight away with Crawford, and so did Spence. I mean, other people that we've spoken to, I think Paul Smith and other people that sit on the show with us think it will be Canelo Alvarez because of size. We've seen Canelo Alvarez take that journey up to light heavy and find himself coming up against Dimitri Bivol and not being able to do what he does at super middleweight. I just think that Crawford is such a fighter of such stature and competence that he might just be the kryptonite to Saul Alvarez.
Crawford himself says he never takes any opponent lightly. No matter the name, he trains with the same focus and intensity every time. For Canelo, nothing changes. He is locked in with discipline, conditioning, and tactical planning. This mindset keeps him sharp, proving why he's considered one of the most technically gifted fighters of this generation.
At the end of the day, you know, when you look at Spence, that was my biggest challenge. When you look at Postal, that was my biggest challenge. When you look at Majmal, that was one of my big challenges because I was moving up in weight and, you know, given the circumstances that, you know, his background, amateur background and things like that, Gamboa was my biggest. They all big challenges in their own right.
Have you put on a lot of weight or muscle? Like, how is it in that department? Because I know a lot of people said, like, hey, you're fighting a big guy, 168, who's used to fighting guys that are bigger than him. It might be smart to put on a little bit more, like, mass.
It comes natural with working out.
Yeah.
You know, like I said before, the only thing about this camp different than any other camp is I don't got to cut muscle. I don't got to, you know, watch what I do in strength condition. I can, you know, go fully all out, you know, and just do what I need to do to get stronger.
To you, how much is the skull fight performance kind of like a thing you're keeping an eye on?
Well, you know, that's not a fight that I really, you know, look into because, you know, Canelo is a great fighter, and one bad performance don't define a fighter. You know, given the circumstances of his previous fights, and you know, we looking forward to Canelo being the best Canelo that he can be. The skull might not have made him get to that point where he felt any danger or any significance where he had to go to that deeper level in training or take the fight as serious as he's taking this fight. So, you know, I don't know what was up with that fight.
Yeah, some said that, and let me know just your perspective on this. Some have said that you have to fight like Skull in order to win the fight. Like, do you feel that you have to fight that way to beat Canelo, or you're like, nah, like I can beat him in the mid distance?
Just fight my fight. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they have their opinions. They have, you know, they what's going to happen.
Fans are buzzing not only about the fight itself, but also about the politics of boxing. Many believe Crawford has the tools to beat Canelo, but some worry about biased judging. If Crawford wins clean, it could lead to a blockbuster clash with David Benavidez, a fight fans dream of. Such a victory would reshape pound-for-pound rankings and shake up the boxing world.
Know by firsthand what Crawford like. His older son then got his ass whooped by Terence Crawford already. He feared that if Crawford beat the shit out of Canelo, the world gonna scream for Crawford versus Benavidez.
Yeah, right. Crawford don't want that, bro. Don't forget Turkey offered Crawford that fight already. Chill.
And he said he'll take.
Nah, he asked for a 64-pound catch weight.
Yeah.
Turkey sent the offer for 64 pounds.
Yeah. We know what's up.
We know what's up.
That fat boy don't want it with Crawford. Benavidez don't look like he in shape.
Lord of mercy.
That boy start training camp a week before the fight, and then he get on the scale. You starve yourself. Stop playing. That boy don't got an ab. He ain't got a definition of a muscle.
Respected trainer Robert Garcia believes Canelo is coming into this fight sharper than ever. He admits Crawford is dangerous, but he says Canelo won't repeat the mistakes from his flat performance against John Ryder. Garcia predicts Canelo will be fully motivated, prepared, and strategic. His view reflects the split in the boxing world. Some experts back Crawford's adaptability, while others trust Canelo's proven championship track record.
But I go based on Canelo's last two performances where flat-footed, one punch at a time. But I don't see him doing that. I think he's gonna probably fight tough in this fight, tough. More likely Canelo's gonna win. Maybe even hurt Crawford. But do I think Crawford has a chance? 100%.
I don't see Crawford running. I think Crawford, if he goes out on a shield like Spence.
Exactly, and he's got good skills too to fight a perfect fight and win a decision. But it's gonna be tough.
Does he have enough power to keep Canelo off him? Canelo takes a good punch.
Why not? But Canelo doesn't pressure that hard anymore. He doesn't put that pressure in him. So combinations, movements, boom, 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 defense. But I have, could get knocked out in the last round even if he's winning every single round. But he's got to fight a perfect fight. Can he do it? I think he can. But I still put my money on Canelo if I have to.
Ryan Garcia also gave his take, praising Crawford's slick defense and ability to slip punches. He called Crawford a tough and skilled fighter, but ultimately picked Canelo to win. Ryan pointed to Canelo's size, strength, and durability as the deciding factors. His view mirrors many fans' respect for Crawford, but faith in Canelo's power and experience.
Crawford Canelo, Rod. Keep it a stack. This is the fight of the century. Everybody's talking.
I know.
How do you see it, man?
Man, I really see I see that Bud is gonna do good. He's gonna do good. But I don't think he's gonna win. But I do see Bud like getting a lot of punches off, being able to tag Canelo with some good shots, but they have no effect. That's the thing.
He has the best chin that I've ever seen.
And nothing moves his head.
Yeah, I've never. So I seen one time Triple G hit him, and he kind of like, and then he's right back on it.
Bro, that's the thing. Like, I know he's gonna be able to hit Canelo because I've seen Canelo in sparring where he like, not that he's getting hit. Well, he is getting hit, but it's so ineffective that what he's doing is just he imposing himself too well, and I see that happening.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Crawford is a great fighter. I think he's one of the best. I just think that he's biting a little bit more than he could chew. But you never know. If anybody can do it, it could be Crawford. I do see him like when he fights. I'm like, damn, how do you beat this guy? He could do it all. He could box. He could bang. He could, step on the gas when he needs to. He could, he could do everything. The only thing I see is sometimes he gets cracked with some crazy ass shots. But other than that, I mean, he's really one of the most complete fighters I've seen in my life.
Some analysts argue Crawford cannot show Canelo anything new. They say Canelo's experience against legends like Floyd Mayweather and Gennady Golovkin means he has already faced every style possible. From defensive masters to aggressive punchers, Canelo has seen it all. For these critics, Crawford's skills won't be enough to surprise or outsmart him in the ring.
Canelo, there's no footwork that Canelo Alvarez haven't seen. He's seen the footwork of Floyd Mayweather. He's seen the footwork of Lara. He's seen the footwork of Plant and Billy Joe Saunders, and he's seen people switch up just like he's seen that before. He's seen the Daniel Jacobs switch up. Go watch the third round of the Daniel Jacobs fight with Canelo Alvarez. He's seen the switch up, and then he was putting on a beating on Daniel Jacobs when he switched, and he made him switch right back. He's seen switches. He's seen movement. He got hit with the power punches by Triple G, Kovalev, and stuff like that. He felt that. Ain't nothing that Terence Crawford's going to bring to the table that Canelo Alvarez cannot handle. IQ. He's been with the ring with IQ. He's been in the ring with that. He's been in the ring with people with constant pressure. He's been in the ring with that. Terence Crawford don't got nothing that Canelo Alvarez haven't experienced. Terence Crawford got nothing that Canelo Alvarez haven't beaten. Terence Crawford's got nothing to overwhelm Canelo Alvarez. He don't have the high-value punching of Bivol. He don't throw 700 punches a fight. He don't throw all those. He don't throw over 50 punches around. 60 punches around. He don't do it, so he's not gonna overwhelm Canelo Alvarez. He's not gonna overpower Canelo Alvarez. As a matter of fact, we got the footwork. We ain't seen all that magical footwork versus Madrimov. We ain't seen that magical footwork versus Madrimov. We ain't seen the defensive whiz. He's not a defensive whiz, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna tell you like this: Terence Crawford is good and is great. Gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget that Terence Crawford does not have a first-tier Hall of Fame resume.
Meanwhile, Canelo is also pushing himself with elite sparring. Reports say he's been working with Jaron Boots Ennis, one of the sport's brightest rising stars. This shows Canelo is leaving no stone unturned. Analysts note that Ennis and Crawford fight differently, but this type of sparring proves Canelo is sharpening every tool before stepping into the ring.
Back with Canelo, it does look like he respects Terence Crawford to the point where he is willing to go out and get, regardless if they're big name or not, some of the best guys that he can bring in to his camp. And also, there's the mind games aspect of it. It's pretty well known now in the boxing world that Boots Ennis and Bud Crawford was the fight a lot of people wanted, and Bud chose to go to 168 and fight Canelo versus fighting Boots coming up to 154. And there was that interaction between the two of them all the way back, I think, in Los Angeles. Before Bud Crawford was going to fight Madrimov, yeah, it was this right here.
Thought she wasn't going to watch it.
There it was. It was just Bud saying I thought she wasn't going to watch it, talking about he wasn't going to watch the Madrimov and Bud fight. But that's been the long rumored fight. And some people, not me, I would never say this, but some people have said that Bud avoided Jaron Boots Ennis to go and fight Canelo at 68. So could it be a potential mind game play from Canelo to say, you know what? I got the guy that you didn't want to fight to come in and spar me to prepare for you. And he has somewhat of a similar style. And he can do a lot of the things that you can do. Maybe not on the same level. I'm not sitting here trying to tell you that Boots Ennis is as good or is the same fighter as Bud Crawford. That would be crazy to say, right? All those things, by the way, can be true. That Canelo wanted an advantage in the mind games, right? He wanted to kind of play some games with Bud and see if he would take the bait and get a little nervous that he was, bringing in the Rashidi Ellis's and the Jaron Boots Ennis's to spar. And also, yes, I think Bud is far and away good enough to threaten Canelo, to beat Canelo.
Yeah,
Is he too old and too small?
I think he is. A lot of people say Canelo's on the decline, but y'all motherfuckers tend to forget this is a small dude competing against natural dudes. So it's more obvious that he's gonna look more on the decline because he's fighting bigger dudes. But the first time he did go up to fight a dude that was similar in weight when rehydrated, he didn't look as the killer y'all make him to be. I mean, he demolished the fucking most expensive crash dummy. Y'all are dumb as shit. Y'all still living off that fight. They're still living off of it, and then they can't say that he's old because they've only gotten one fight after that fight. Yeah, I think he's old, bro. 37 is gonna be too